Hey everyone, welcome to Atlas Gaming. Please like and subscribe. I release content every day for all kinds of games. This one is Monolithic. This game came out today, December the 15th of 2020. It's a free-to-play RTS about gods, competing pantheons. So let's check this out. This is raw gameplay. I just started it up. This is just kind of what you can expect to see when you're first getting into it. We're going to do the tutorial. Starts in 3 seconds. Okay, this is the desert, where two pantheons of unforgiving gods fight for the devotion of humankind, lest the sands of time wipe away their memory. You are the will of this harsh world's worshippers who call upon your pantheon to raise great cities and protect them from harm. For now, this is your pantheon. Arat, the god of the sun. I'm not going to try to pronounce that one. The god of the desert. And Vaktul, the goddess of storms. You can select which monolith to command with a click, or by using your number keys 1, 2, 3, or by clicking its portrait in the left side over here. So select Urisar. He is god of the desert, right? So here. And then move him with right click. Oh. That's interesting. Moving monoliths. Each monolith in your pantheon has 4 unique divine powers, including 1 ultimate power and 1 passive power. Each power costs devotion from the blue bar on the bottom left. So down there. And cannot be used for a time afterwards. Gain devotion to use divine powers by standing on a settlement that worships your pantheon, marked in your color on the map. Use them with Q, W, and E. Okay, so Q, W, and E will use the divine powers that are basically charged up by putting the pantheon on a settlement of our color. So settlements start empty, ruins of a bygone era. Renew them by placing your monoliths there. Settlements with a population value will grow more worshippers over time. Keeping a monolith there will increase its rate. Bigger settlements provide more devotion each year to monoliths and are harder to convert. That makes sense. Settlements also create defenders over time. These are mighty armies for your cause. Each defender can block 50 damage from incoming monolith attacks. Wait, okay. Making defended cities much harder to convert. Defenders also reduce growth pressure from opposing monoliths, so a defended city will continue to grow even when occupied by the opposing pantheon. You can turn your defenders into attacking armies of loyal followers. With a monolith present, click on the top bar of a settlement to convert defenders. Right here? Yep. Okay, into followers in that settlement. Followers deal full damage to enemy defenders. So leading an army will aid in sieging opposing settlements. Command followers to attack a city by holding control and left clicking. It doesn't really seem to be telling us to do much, does it? It's just a bunch of reading. Okay, so followers can also set up outposts in neutral settlements, making them harder to convert. Followers sent to an allied or neutral settlement become defenders again. Okay, so let's just start doing stuff. We'll come back to reading in a second. Okay, so we are this kind of like purplish pink color. So we're just moving the monolith. This is the desert god over here. And let's try converting. So we're going to move this very phallic symbol over to this town. And then we'll move one over here. I'm trying to use WASD keys and the arrow keys on the keyboard to pan across the map, and it's not working. I mean, it's not doing what I hoped it would. Okay, so there's a population of 1, I guess, right? So here, hopefully we can convert. And you can't left click and pan the mouse either, or pan the map either. Okay, so middle mouse button is what does it. There we go. Okay, your Pantheon is victorious when no enemy monoliths remain, but monoliths are very durable, as seen in the red bar in the bottom left, and restore durability when inside a friendly settlement. However, when a monolith has no allied settlements, the peoples of the desert begin to forget, and that monolith's durability rapidly depletes. Try to take as many settlements as possible before the time ends. This is kind of reminding me, actually it's reminding me a lot of American Gods, great novel. Just some pretty cool stuff here. So, however, when a monolith has no allied settlements, the peoples of the desert begin to forget. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. The era lasts 1,200 years, so now we're counting down, as represented by the Doomsday Clock in the top right. I love Doomsday Clock. When the clock nears its end, the desert will descend into chaos. During the end times, worshippers worshippers will abandon their settlements, causing them to shrink. Empty settlements are then slowly reclaimed by the desert. Having more and bigger settlements will stave off collapse when the end times come. The end is nigh. Hey, there's a Steam achievement already. You can't see it because the overlay is not recording, but there's a Steam achievement for doing the tutorial. If you have monoliths standing and your foe does not, the peoples of the desert will see your Pantheon as saviors, and you will rule over the next era, winning the game. You can play against your Steam friends from the main menu, or continue practicing in sandbox mode. To return to menu or change settings, use the back button in the top left. Sandbox! Let's check this out. What kind of... I like the music a lot. That is not getting turned down. Not on this one. Jump to monoliths. Oh, jump to monolith on select colorblind mode. Okay, I've seen enough. So, I thought... Let's see. If you have monoliths standing and your foe does not, the people's... Okay. So let's go through this. Wait, what was... I'm just going back to the tutorial because something that I'm doing is not having the effect that I thought it would. So we're going to zoom out. I thought that this monolith being in that town would start to convert it. It does not seem to be doing that at all. So I'm just kind of going through these and reading them. Each monolith in your Pantheon has 4 unique divine powers. Okay, so... all enemies in the blast radius. Okay, so we don't have... I don't really see any followers or defenders or anything yet. And so these circles were where our monoliths were to begin with. How is he doing over here? Is he almost dead? Nope. Okay, this is, we're basically going through this again. You can select which monolith to command with a click or by using your number keys. You know what? Give me just a minute, please. Hold. Okay, here we go. So we are tied right now. In the upper right, you can see our settlements there. And we're going to try this ability. City of Lies. So we hold down, this is, you can see there's the E button required to use this one. It's Q, W, and E to use these abilities. You hold down E, and we're going to try it and see what it does on this city. He creates a massive mirage at target location, drawing in all enemy followers in a wide area. Enemy followers that enter are killed. What else do we have? I'm not seeing any enemy monoliths. Otherwise, we'd go attack them. So as far as the game and what I think there's going to be a learning curve, but once we get used to it, it'll be a smooth gameplay. I like the graphics, you know, like a lot of it's not perfect and it's not great, but they're good. They're good for me. I'm not very picky about graphics, and it doesn't take very much to make me happy, and this is making me happy. Again, I love the music. No bugs so far. Everything works. The UI just makes sense, and it's kind of like follows industry standards. You should check this one out. It's called Monolithic. Again, it came out today, the 15th of December. It's a free-to-play RTS on Steam. And so there's a learning curve here. Again, I want to see if these go up over 100. We only have 430 years. No, so they cap out at 100. So we have 418 years remaining. And we're going to try moving our monoliths over to their towns, which are the peach-colored ones. And you, I guess, will come here. So, just looking at some abilities here. Tremors through the sand. Urisaur summons a cone of shockwaves through the desert, dealing damage to enemies along each path. I haven't encountered any enemies yet, so I don't really know... Wow, that's cool. I don't know, Okay, so this growth stopped. I don't know what to do with the monoliths because I think they're supposed, primarily used to capture cities and attack other monoliths and stop them from spreading their pantheon. So let's see here. What do we have? A whirlwind. Vaktul creates a desert storm that travels across the map, picking up enemies along its path. See, these are all just damaging abilities. Vaktul summons a storm at target location. After a short delay, lightning strikes the ground below, dealing 50 damage and stunning all enemies. So as far as this is the tutorial, and this is sandbox. And so this is kind of confusing to me and a little bit unintuitive. However, I have hope for this game trying out just the regular game. I guess we can let this thing count down to complete. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Thanks for holding. This will be the conclusion of the tutorial here. As soon as this doomsday clock counts down, I haven't really been able to figure out any of the attack stuff, and I just don't think that it's present in the tutorial. And so we're going to see what happens here when it counts down. Right now it's 8 settlements to 8. Years remaining. I'm going to hide this. And nothing happens because it's the tutorial and it's in sandbox mode. Check this game out if you're interested. It's Monolithic. This has been the tutorial of said game. Thanks for watching Atlas Gaming. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. I release content every day. See you in the next one.